Bengals, Patriots coming up on CBS. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms. We're going to take it all the way to the AFC title game this year. Perhaps one of these teams, maybe both of them, will be there. We do know this: Cincinnati just won the toss and they want the football. They will receive. What do you think they'll do here? Hostile environment, week 1 on the road.
They're confident. That's one thing. They took the football, won the toss, took the football. But I think the thing about this game, players and coaches alike, they are worried about what's the other team going to do. So in other words, the Bengals offense, will it come out? Will they throw it with the new wide receivers? How about the Patriots defense? Will they come out? Will they be aggressive? Something different from all their new starters.
So Gostowski will send it down the way to Bernard Scott and Quan Cosby. They're very excited about the return game at Cincinnati this year, both kick and punt. This will be Scott taking it from the 2. Oh, wow. He is doubled up at the 18-yard line. That is Kyle Arrington to hit him first. White was down there as well. Tracy White, and here comes Carson Palmer. He had a healthy year last year, relied heavily on that running game, but still passed for over 3,000 yards and 21 touchdowns. Whitworth will protect the blind side. Ochocinco one way, Owens the other, and Benson, a 1,200-yard rusher a season ago. They're going to come out here in a shotgun. They also have Jordan Shipley, the rookie out of Texas, on a slot to the left. It's a little spread look here for the Bengals on the first snap of the season, and going for the long ball, and it is almost snatched at midfield. That was Owens who almost reeled it in, and at the last second, the rookie first rounder Devin McCourty got a hand in there and stripped it away.
How about the play? Bottom of your screen, Devin McCourty. This is what you got to get used to. Receivers going backwards and catching the football, but he sticks that right hand out. Oh boy, we heard it from Jonathan Joseph, defensive back for the Bengals. Do not panic when the football is up in the air, long and soft, and McCourty did not.
Boy, how fast do they try to get Owens involved in things in a Cincinnati uniform, and the rookie rose to the occasion. Little play action on 2nd and 10, and there is the catch by Owens. They go to him again. He got separation from McCourty, picks up 14.
Well, I think we understand now why the Bengals wanted the football to start this game. The different look, Carson Palmer, that play took a long time. Vince Wilfork with the hit, but nice route by Terrell Owens to the outside. Sells it to the inside, and then that breakout, that's tough to cover for McCourty, especially from the off position, where you try to mirror the wide receiver as he moves around.
First 2 snaps, Palmer looks for Owens. They connect on the second one. They've got a first down at the 32. And here's Benson's first handle of the year. Gets through a little seam and out to the 38. Patrick Chung brings him down after a run of 6. The New England defense. Well, you see Wilfork already in on one play. There's Warren, who came over from the Raiders as a free agent. Mayo, a captain with Bantakane. Going to see a lot of spikes today as well. Ninkovich in the secondary. We've already called his name a couple of times. Devin McCourty. They love him around here. Rookie out of Rutgers. It's a 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends with Gresham, the rookie, and Reggie Kelly, the veteran, who shifts to the left wing. It's back to Benson. Takes it right to the 40. Set up 3rd and 2. Let's get a little Phil Asafi.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Terrell Owens with the Bengals. Jim, we said it in the opening. They want to get the football down the field. That's what he brings. He's a long strider, deceptive speed, and the Bengals showed right the first 2 snaps of the game that they are going to try to get it down the field to Ochocinco and to Owens.
And 3rd and 2. They'll go spread, and they'll bring in Bernard Scott, replacing Benson. Looking left, now middle, and pressure, and Palmer is sacked back at the 35. He is wrapped up by Myron Pryor. Holly Bantakane got in there too.
Well, I know this. When you talk about the Patriots defensive front, obvious passing situations, they feel like they can get to Carson Palmer. It's an aggressive offensive line, but they are not great when there are obvious passing situations.
Boy, Vince Wilfork also bursting up the middle. Had a hand on that. It's Clark Harris snapping it back to Kevin Huber. And that will not be returned. It was Brandon Tate back deep for the Patriots. Opening weekend in New England. And we'll be seeing Brady and the Patriots on the offensive attack for the first time when we come back to Foxborough. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, we welcome you back to the NFL on CBS. And here come the Patriots out of the shotgun after a 36-yard punt. Got 5 receivers. Kevin Falk in the game as well. Slot to the left. Long-time running back. Dangerous man in the passing game. Brady, well protected, finds Welker. Wes Welker is back and catching the very first play for 5. Well, Tom Brady, he was in a car accident on Thursday and walked away without a scrape somehow. Hit broadside. The car was going 40 miles an hour, ran into him, but he's just fine. He was at practice that day. But it was pretty frightening, to say the least, when you see the visuals and you hear Tom talk about the sequence of events just a few blocks from his home. What a loud eruption here for Wes Welker. That catch, welcoming him back. On second down, it's Fred Taylor. And Taylor's got a first down at the 40. Let's set that New England offensive line. It's a little patchwork because Logan Mankins is still out, has not re-signed. And Kazir is out with a back injury. So Connolly at left guard and put Sebastian Vollmer over on the right side. And Welker, 3 straight years of at least 100 catches for over 1,000 yards each year.
While the crowd's giving them that ovation, they know.
On 1st and 10, Brady. Open man. And that's Aaron Hernandez, a rookie tight end inside the 20 and slashing to the right. Hernandez dragged down at the 13-yard line by Jonathan Joseph. Aaron Hernandez drafted in the 4th round out of Florida. They're thrilled about what they have at that tight end position this year, and this is one reason why.
Yeah, he brings speed. Randy Moss down the middle of the field. 2 defenders go with him. Nobody on Hernandez, and it looks different. You're not sure if it's a wide receiver or a tight end. Look at Randy Moss flying down the middle. And when you play this Patriots team, the fear all the defensive backs have is that 60-yard bomb in the air from Tom Brady to Randy Moss. Better pay attention to some of those other guys, too.
Fred Taylor picked up a blitzing Roy Williams to help make that play happen. And here's the handle to Taylor. And he is down at the 9. Pickup of 5 for Freddie Taylor. The Cincinnati defense, so tough a year ago. They have back Antoine Odom off of a ruptured Achilles tendon a year ago. Malaluka, second-year player out of USC who makes so many plays, and those corners everybody talks about so much, Joseph and Leon Hall, former first-rounders. Double tight end formation, but they line them up wide to the left, including the other rookie tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Look at this formation, flooding the left side.
It makes them versatile.
2nd and 5, and they got blockers in front. Welker is in for the touchdown. Wes Welker. They lined it up with the blockers in place. Crumpler and Gronkowski. And they got the ball in the hands of Welker, and Cincinnati did not know how to adjust to the moment.
That was a drive that just did a little bit of everything for the Patriots. Look outside. You said it, Jim. 2 tight ends. Look at the blocks. You don't have wide receivers out there who are not used to blocking. You got 2 tight ends, and Wes Welker, who's better at catching those screen passes and darting between people to get that yardage.
What an opening drive for the Patriots. 72 yards, they drive it. Gostowski adds the extra point. Wes Welker, any questions about his readiness to return? Touchdown, 7-0 New England. Patriots score on a 9-yard touchdown pass. Brady to Welker. Only 5 plays to cover the 72 yards. Last time the Patriots had a meaningful game here, we're going to strike the preseason games off this stat. They were playing that wild card game against the Ravens, and they were down 24-0 in the first quarter. Here's Adam Jones, Pac-Man Jones, you may know him as, spinning away, and he's at the 20, and that's it. And the Ravens went on to eliminate him after that explosive start. McCourty on the tackle. Palmer and the Bengals down 7 already.
The Patriots showed the Bengals a lot of stuff in that first drive. Hernandez, Moss, watch them go down the field, and watch the Bengals. Nobody is covering Hernandez. And I think a lot of this has to do with the fact the Patriots' personnel, formations, play selection was so diversified, the Bengals had a hard time dealing with it. And then the touchdown, the quick throw to Wes Welker.
From the 20, toss over to Ocho Cinco, and he's able to weave for 9, so he's got a catch.
You know, Jim, let's go back after that opening drive. You know, so much was done by the Patriots offense. Look at Mike Zimmer. He's got them all together because you said it. The Patriots brought in big tight ends. They spread the field. Tom Brady under center, which we're going to talk about as the game goes on, gives him more opportunities to throw the football down the field. A lot to digest for those Bengal defenders.
1 catch for Ocho Cinco, 1 for Owens. How you distribute the football, that's going to be important for Carson Palmer this year. 2nd and 1. Look, go Benson. He goes outside and he'll lose 1.
Couple things that are evident to my eye. Boy, this is a quick assessment here, but just a little bit of watching the Patriots defense and their whole team, Jim. All the young guys that have come on board. What do you see? Speed.
Yeah, I was going to say they're faster.
They're faster. And you know where we should notice it more maybe than anything else? Special teams. Just look how they got down the field on those first couple kicks. Young defensive backs, linebackers. You should see that in your special teams play.
3rd and 2 for the Bengals. Over the head of Daniel Coates. And for the second time, the Patriots stopped them on a 3rd and 2 situation.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the other thing, too, as you watch this, the Patriots are smashing the line of scrimmage. And when they think it's passed, they are just making contact and trying to drive the Bengals offensive linemen backwards. It's working, too.
Brandon Tate dropping back deep. Kevin Huber. First punt sailed 36 yards and out of bounds. Coming off a huge rookie year. To the 26 to Tate. And a flag thrown in at the 32. Hit by Cedric Pierman. 46 yards this one traveled. 6-yard return.
Well, Jim, you came through quite well today. My first question to you, like out of nowhere, you know, I know you get nervous. As soon as I start asking you questions, you go, oh my gosh, what's coming? But
the old pop quiz, man, it didn't take long.
There's a no foul for illegal block in the back. Timeout.
No question about it. Like Patrick Chung, who's made a couple of plays today, just a second-year DB. Brady and the Patriots, they drove it down the field the first time. Their second handle coming up. From the 30, Brady with the give to Falk. Near a first, on a yard shy. Gronkowski helped create a hole, the rookie tight end.
Yeah, he sure did. And it's just so many things they can do. Gronkowski's in there, Hernandez, and look at the block up inside, Kevin Falk. When people see Kevin Falk in the backfield, I know what happens to the defense. They think, well, it's got to be a pass, a screen, or they're trying to protect Tom Brady. Nice change up by the Patriots.
2nd and 1. The running backs with the Patriots this year, the same group as the season ago. Maroney, by the way, inactive. Out with a thigh injury. And that's going to be for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 1. Another look at that touchdown to Welker under the Sim spotlight.
Yeah, these are not easy to do. Wes Welker's the inside guy, and the outside, only 2 defenders get out there. And Tom Brady gets it out of his hand fast, but look at those blocks downfield. Usually plays executed like that look that well or look that good, that's college football. You usually can't do that in the pros, but the Patriots one of the few teams that do it every single week, one form or another.
Run it for a third straight play. And that was Sammy Morris. And I believe he got there. And they get the signal. Well, Tom Brady mentioned Thursday, a most unusual day that began at 6:30 in the morning on his way to the facility over here, involved in that traffic accident. Thankfully, Tom was okay, and the vehicle that hit him had one passenger who was hurt, but everybody's going to be just fine. But Brady later that day signed a new contract. And the Patriots don't make a big public spectacle out of, and here he's going to go long, zips it down the field over the head of Randy Moss. But new contract for Brady, who said he loves it here and he's glad to know where he's going to be for a while.
Well, I think if you're a football team, Jim, there's always, you get nervous about big contracts, and even sometimes it's for Tom Brady. But when you look at him, Bob Kraft's the one that has to write those big checks. But when you talk about Tom Brady, I see no decline in him physically at all. And the other thing is, we know he's edgy. He loves to play. He's always going to compete. So it's safe, as safe as can be when you give a contract like that to Tom Brady.
And second down and 10. Back to Taylor. Barely any room there, but he's able to pick up 5. Well, when you talk to Mr. Kraft about that deal, and again, they don't hold press conferences to announce signings or anything like that, but it's the whole package that you get when you get Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
What he believes in,
well,
quality of the individual.
Yeah, how he works with the team, how he treats everybody. Listen, that always has something to do with contracts, especially when you're talking about big ones and when you're talking about the quarterback. But you got to be the leader. You got to be the focal point. Everything you can say that you want out of a quarterback, they get it from Tom Brady.
Have to get past midfield for the first, and there's Moss, and that little stutter step move allowed the blocks to be formed to pick up the first down. Nice move by Randy Moss that gains 9, and Welker is one of those who helped clear it.
This is really well done. Nice job by Wes Welker, man-to-man. He takes his guy up the field, then he blocks Randy Moss's cover guy. But you have to find ways. When you have a Randy Moss, you can't just say, run deep, Randy, I'll throw it. You got to find ways to get him the football.
It's Taylor off the right side. Breaks free and down to the 20-yard line. Freddie Taylor, 13-year man, and you'd never know it the way he's running right now. There is some burst in that step. 24 yards.
There definitely is, and you look at this Bengals defense. Somebody better say, hey guys, the season has started, because they are getting whipped. Look at these running holes. The blocking by the offensive line. We see the tight ends, Wes Welker. The game is about being physical, and we know who's the more physical team so far.
For the 21, Patriots driving it again. A couple of third down conversions on this series. Now on the slant, it's Moss, and he's wrapped up right away. Just a short gainer. Jonathan Joseph holds him to 5.
Well, I tell you, this is some display early, and that's what you can do in the opening game of the year. Both sides of the ball, you can do it, but this Patriots offense, all the formations, the different personnel, play selection, I think it's caught the Bengals a little off guard.
Taylor got away from Pecco, but more Bengals converge and hold them to 2. So another third down coming up for New England.
And I think the Bengals, I was talking to a lot of the players and coaches, and I never forget, I think it was Mike Zimmer, the defensive coordinator, that said it to me. He goes, well, this year it's different. Can we prove people right? You know, last year we were all about trying to prove everybody wrong, and they had an edge to them. Can you keep that edge when everybody's like going, oh, you're going to be great, you're a good guy, and sometimes you do lose it.
3rd and 3. right through his hands.
Yeah, blitz situation. They had the perfect play on Kevin Falk out of the backfield. You can tell it just barely got away from Tom Brady because it happened so quick. Dhani Jones is in pursuit, and Kevin Falk is probably going to score if he catches it cleanly.
Zoltan Mesko, rookie punter, out for the hold for Gostowski in a 32-yard field goal attempt. 26 of 31 made last year, and Gostowski true on his first field goal of 2010. And it's 10-0 New England. First quarter here at Gillette. CBSSports.com tells us that fantasy football site is right now giving you the chance to upgrade to the award-winning fantasy football commissioner. Get a special offer and help moving your league at CBSSports.com/upgrade as Gostowski sends it down. 5 yards deep. Adam Jones takes a knee. All right, Owens and Ocho Cinco. What have you seen so far, Phil?
Well, I've seen that the Cincinnati Bengals are going to try to get them the football. Incorporate them early. This is, I think, always a great thing to do to wide receivers, running backs. Get them into the game, get them into the flow, get their confidence up too.
One catch apiece.
I wanted to ask you, Jim, are you the commissioner of fantasy football?
No, but I know you're in a league this year, so we'll be watching your success as Palmer hits the target for 13 yards. And that is Ocho Cinco with the catch. We talked to Palmer yesterday, Phil, and very aware of how he's got to keep these guys happy.
Oh, well, it was really interesting. He goes, it's exciting. I mean, nice throw and catch. You don't hear that, but I think he likes the tension it brings. I think when you bring Terrell Owens and Ocho Cinco on the same team, it brings energy too. You know, sometimes, as long as it's the right kind of energy, that is very good for your football.
They both want the football all the time, even in the warm-up throws. That's what he said as Benson runs it out to the 39. We've got our first update of the season, and hello to you, James Brown in New York.
All right, Jim, after going 0-6 to start the season last year, Vince Young got the call, and Tennessee went 8-2. Well, he's picking up right where he left off. Up top, 56 yards to Nate Washington. Now, Tennessee back in front. 7-3 over Oakland. Back to Jim Nantz. Bill Sims.
So, Nate Washington for the Titans. Here the Bengals have it. Second down. And the 39 and Benson. The ball is out. And it's recovered by New England. That's Ninkovich thinking maybe I was never down, so he takes it to the 10.
I did not hear a whistle, so he did the right thing.
Well, Cincinnati wants to see if Benson was down first.
Well, the 9th best rushing team in the NFL last year with Cedric Benson down. It's close.
Let's see. It's out.
It's out.
That was James Sanders and Rob Ninkovich who forced it. Ninkovich had fell on it. Now let's see, did any Bengal touch him? He's surrounded by his teammates here.
And one of his teammates is going, get up and run.
That was Tully.
But if you lay there too long, then the officials will assume the play is dead. That's why they can blow the whistle.
So it's getting ugly here in this first quarter for Marvin Lewis's Cincinnati Bengals. Already down 10. Now cough it up.
Patriots, Jim, just out hitting them at the line of scrimmage.
Going to be a penalty against Crumpler, moving early on that right side.
Start. Number 82, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
The defensive front for the New England Patriots is firing off the ball and making contact. And it just reminds me of the Patriots from years ago. I said, what about this game? You got any keys you can tell us about? Yeah, we're going to hit people. And like I said earlier, hitting people is a good thing in this league.
First and 15. Now Brandon Tate lined up on the right side. Welker and Moss to the left. Going Tate. As the grab falls to the ground at the 29, gets the 5 yards back. Carl Sheffers is the referee here, and of course one of the new things that's been discussed heavily in the preseason is where the NFL now is going to position the umpire on the snap.
Well, right-handed quarterback, there he is. He'll be on the left. He'll be 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll watch the left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. That is his position.
That is Andre Wash, the umpire for this one. Second and 10, set up a little wide receiver screen. Welker zigzagging just back to the line. That's it.
And I'll just say this about it. Of course, there's been so much said about it. Yes, there are pros and cons to it. I thought Charlie Casserly brought up one really interesting thought this morning, was the defense now can yell things at the offense along the line to draw them off sides that the umpire can't hear anymore.
10-0 at the end of one here in Foxborough. And we'll return after these messages. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Patriots owned that first quarter. Lead it 10-0, looking for more. What a difference from that first quarter against Baltimore when Ray Rice took that first snap and raced 80 yards for a touchdown and set the tone for that road victory in the postseason for Baltimore. Third down here, however, from the 30. Brady, ball again, unable to hold on, and he's walloped by Joseph.
Boy, another good game plan play by the Patriots. Tom Brady knew there was a blitz coming from the left side. He runs away from it. Look at Falk going down the field free.
Oh, what a hit.
Yeah, it is a big hit. That's just a defender coming off another receiver. That's Jonathan Joseph.
Gonna have a long-range field goal try by Gostowski. It'll be 47 yards.
Into just a little bit of a breeze.
Ingram on the snap. And the kick, trying to get back. And it's no good.
Well, that was a big save by the Bengals defense.
No points off the Benson fumble.
One of their most important players, maybe the best on the defensive side. Jonathan Joseph makes the hit to stop the first down. You're right, Jim. It looks like he's going to cut back and doesn't.
Of course, the miss will give the Cincinnati Bengals the football at the point of the field goal try at the 37. Carson Palmer spent a great deal of time during that last break, the quarter change, huddling his whole team on the sideline and imploring his guys to let's get going.
Well, you saw that graphic, 55 yards rushing for the Patriots, 1 for the Bengals. The Bengals are supposed to be the team that can run the football.
This is their best starting point.
Patriots active up front. Here they come with the blitz. Corner blitz.
Benson coming right off a fumble is called on again for no gain. Tully Bantakane, we keep calling his name. A loss of 2, actually. How about this defense?
You know, the big thing is they're just hitting. And I've said it, and they did this past play, getting all over Carson Palmer. And when more than one guy is tackling you, sooner or later something bad's going to happen. And that was a fumble by Cedric Benson. Patriots, though, just doing a lot up front, being active, being aggressive.
Second, we'll call it 11. Palmer rolls out, able to get the ball in the hands of the rookie tight end Jermaine Gresham, a player you really have a great deal of respect for out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I like him, but I tell you what I like more. Did you see Brandon Spikes just hit him? They're starting the middle line, or one of the inside linebackers hit Gresham, and he went right down. Gresham, yes, he's got it all, Jim. Can get down the field fast, like Hernandez, really, from the Patriots, and a very competitive blocker for a rookie tight end.
He was an All-America for the Sooners. Caught balls from Sam Bradford in his career there. 21st pick in the draft. Third down. They go back to him, and he is backed up after the catch. What a lick. That's Darius Butler holding him to a yard.
Well, speed.
It was Owens on the catch.
It's evident when you watch it, Jim. Let's watch the snap of the ball. Watch this side of the defense. Everybody's moving. And they're talking, and all of a sudden we get 3, 4 guys coming off to the offensive left side, and Carson Palmer has to throw it quick short of the first down.
Boyer's third punt already. Big towering spiral. It goes out of bounds inside the 10. Did it? Did it ever? Nope, it's a touchback. Never did. Touched the sideline stripe. Just a net of 37 yards.
Well,
Premieres Thursday, September 23rd, after the Big Bang Theory on CBS. First and 10. And that's been Jarvis Green Ellis for 4.
just play them all, Jim. Just make sure everybody gets in. That's the one thing that we've said many times with Bill Belichick's football team, versatile players. Just what can you do to help my football team? They play many running backs. We've seen all the tight ends, all 3 of them in the game involved. Same thing, of course, goes on the defensive side.
Has it on the hip. Pump fake, now airing it out for Moss. Oh, almost at the 20. Chris Crocker had a hand in there.
Now that was just a tremendous play by Chris Crocker. But what a throw, what design. They're going across the field, then he turns it up. And this is what you got to worry about, these long, high throws. Good job by Chris Crocker staying in there.
Jonathan Panene of the Bengals is down. We'll take a break. Back in New England, and Panene walked off the field and now is walking toward the Bengals locker room, shaking up on that last play. Coming out around Matt Light, who landed on him.
Couldn't tell what happened. This was a pretty good shot. Matt Light staying with him, but also these defensive ends, you want to be a good defensive end in the NFL, you better be able to run low around the corner. Panene was doing it that last time.
Third down for New England. They've not had a 3 and out.
Expecting blitz, they don't get it.
They seal that pocket all kinds of time. There is the open man. It's Tate. And he's chased out by Johnson, and the Patriots, in fact, will pick up a new set of downs, gaining 20.
Well, that's because the defensive front doesn't get to him, and it gives, you got to give credit to the New England offensive line. But what they do, watch the receivers crossing. Here they come across. They're expecting man-to-man coverage. What's not, and then finally, Tom Brady just keeps scanning the field, finds a wide-open receiver.
It's a game with all that buildup about Ocho Cinco, T.O., Randy Moss, and really, to this point, it's been about everybody else. And about the way New England's been dominating with guys like Welker and that defense. And Brady on target, as he is right here. There is Moss. Sideswipes one defender, and he's taken off. Now, on cue, Randy Moss gets away from Jonathan Joseph.
If you're going to blitz, Randy Moss, I know you don't look at him and you say, wow, big, strong guy, but look at this all-out blitz by the Bengals. Good read by Randy Moss and Tom Brady. He's tall and a lot stronger than you think, gets by Joseph and gets those extra yards.
32 yards. Maualuga showing some speed and pushing him out.
I know you're saying, look at all the skill guys for the Patriots, but I'm just going back to the guys up front on both sides. That's the difference in this game. The Patriots defensive front and offensive line.
Fourth play already of at least 20 yards for New England. And a flag down as Green Ellis takes it to the 20, gains about 3.
Illegal shift, offense. 2 players in motion did not reset prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
No, it's been dominating so far, the performance by Belichick's side. How about that offensive line? Having replaced Mankins, Kazir not playing today.
Well, I never forget last year, I think it was last year, time goes a little too quick in life now, as we all know. But Bill Belichick said to us once, I'm not worried. We have 5 left tackles. In other words, he's saying, we got a lot of offensive linemen that are athletic, so they've lost 2 starters. and they fill it in, they're still getting the job done.
Word on Kanene, strained hamstring, questionable whether he'll return today.
Another blitz.
On 1st and 15, Brady pumps right, goes to the end zone. Welker, and it's knocked down by Leon Hall, who had tight coverage.
Yeah, good job. Sometimes being bigger than a wide receiver does help. It really helps Leon Hall, bottom of your screen in the slot. And that is a good blitz beater. That's what you call that. That's a play that the Indianapolis Colts run all the time. Peyton Manning checks to it where the inside guy runs out along the sideline, and what a play by Leon Hall. Really a good throw. Tom Brady is right on the mark with these throws, though.
Second and 15. Zips it back to Moss. Taken down immediately. Gain of 4. That's Joseph.
Yep. Zip was the word, wasn't it, Jim?
Well, he's got, he feels, talking about Brady and the way he's throwing the football, I think he feels better about his passing this year going in than ever before. He worked on it more in the offseason. He said more throws than ever in an offseason.
His mechanics, I think quarterbacks in the NFL do not throw enough in the offseason. And he's like a golfer. You know, it's feel. He wants to get it in that slot where he knows when he needs to, he can overpower the football. And right now, he is in that slot.
He worked on the technique of keeping his left elbow down.
Keeps his motion more compact, faster, more powerful.
We'll rely on it right here. Third down and Chase. Now throwing on the run. And with the feet down, yes! What a catch. Falk holds on to it at the 5-yard line.
How good was that? He was going to throw it short, and he knew if he threw it short, it was going to be just a couple-yard gain. Watch in front. He's going to throw it here. Decides nope. He sees the defender coming up and throws a strike on the run to the outside. What a catch. What a throw.
For 21.
And Brady on the move. He has learned over the years to become a very good thrower on the run. Not that he runs a lot.
He's hit 5 different receivers now for at least a 20-yard gain. He's got 1st and goal to go, and he fakes it to Green Ellis and throws incomplete. Hernandez had it on his back, the rookie, trying to make that first NFL touchdown grab.
Trying to throw it to Randy Moss over the middle. Nice sell, but they got 2 guys. Brady could have thrown it over the top, but he didn't have the time because he's getting hit. So he back shoulders it, and Hernandez will learn that they're going to watch the films on tomorrow, and they're going to say, my gosh, you got to catch that 100 out of 100.
Hitting the ground, jarred the ball out. So it's a 2nd and goal. Across the middle this time, and that was in and out of the hands of Welker. Heath Rivers may have gotten a hand in there too.
I was watching Ben Jarvis Green, 42, watch him sneak out. Oh, he's got it. Wes Welker, nice job.
Rivers.
Wow. Fast, athletic, dives, saves the touchdown.
Tom Brady in his career has never thrown an interception in the red zone at home in a regular season game. Down in this inside the 20 position, never.
That's unbelievable.
It is. Palmer went the whole season last year without one.
How about a couple games?
And he's got the grab at the goal line. Is it enough? Yes, they signal. Late signal, but it's a touchdown. It's ruled a touchdown to Welker for the 2nd time in this game.
I said to Wes Welker on Friday, I said, you know, you remember we were talking about it. I said, man, you got to catch the fastballs that Tom Brady throws to him. So close, fires it in there, and you never see Welker juggle the football.
Any doubt about that being a cross?
He broke the line. Yes, it's a touchdown. I would not challenge it if I was the Bengals.
The feet were in, but did the ball cross the plane, and Lewis wants another look at it. He's challenging.
Well, let me take that back.
Cincinnati is challenging the ruling on the field of a touchdown. We'll review the play.
Carl Cheffers will go under the hood.
He's looking for help, Marvin Lewis, so that's why he's challenging.
I think they have to piece this one together, okay? From here, it's hard to conclusively say anything.
But you see the football's in the middle of his body.
Yes, it's in his chest. It's not on his left hip.
So if it's in the middle of his chest, now watch this one from behind.
All right. So it's not on his left hip here. It's, again, right in his chest. Split the numbers.
And that's a touchdown. You got to remember the tip of the football. Sorry.
Will be charged with a timeout.
Touchdown confirmed. The second from Brady to Welker.
You know, Jim, you bring up a good point. That's what you do. You piece it together. You can look at two different replays, put them together and assume what happened. And I was trying to say, if the tip of the football hits any part of that white line, it is a touchdown.
Not even midway through the second quarter, and it's already 17-0 Patriots. They converted 3 third downs on that drive. The last one, the touchdown to Welker. Tom Brady has thrown 2 touchdown passes to Wes Welker. And New England is up 17-0. Just inside 9 minutes to go in the first half.
I think Wes Welker just wanted to ease everybody's doubt in case you were wondering if he's back. What do you think?
How sturdy is the knee? I don't think there looks to be any difference from the Welker we saw all of last season. That's Bernard Scott refusing to bring it out. Take it to the 20. And take it to Monday nights at 10 o'clock with Hawaii 5-0. CYTV Guide calls it the hottest new show of the fall. And a remarkable remake. Hawaii 5-0, Ride the Wave, only on CBS America's #1 network.
Well, I think the Bengals, if you look at here, 17-0, you got to decide, are we going to buckle up and try to get really physical, or do you start throwing the ball to get some rhythm, try to make plays that way and get back in the game?
Jordan Shipley, the rookie wideout from Texas. He's the slot man to the right. Ball dropped by Owens. That's something has plagued him throughout his career. Sometimes just almost impossible to explain drops. How about the secondary, though, for the Patriots so far?
How about Devin McCourty, first play of your NFL career. Terrell Owens is going deep. What a play. On the other side, on a quick throw, Darius Butler comes off his receiver. What reaction, great tackle, young secondary, and it's early, not even a half yet. Looks like a pretty good combo right now for the Patriots.
Second down and 10. And that's Sanders dragging down the rookie tight end Gresham for a gain of 7.
You know, as you look around the NFL, when you have 2 corners where you feel really good about them, in other words, when you have to, you can let them cover a guy one-on-one. Hey, just think about it. Just think about the numbers. How your defensive coordinator and other players on your side can free up and make plays. So if these corners for the Patriots, if they get better, if they turn out to be as good as they hope, then look out.
3rd and 3. And then Shipley, forward progress, is going to have their first conversion. I like what you said about McCourty's first NFL snap.
Yeah, how about that?
Having to break up a pass thrown to Owens.
Yeah, they'll check it. But I tell you, he had a nice solid preseason, McCourty. Shows the talent, there's no doubt. Fast, can really turn, and when he gets off stride, he's able to readjust and get right back with the receiver. That's when you know you got something special at corner.
A timeout call. Belichick raced down the sideline to call it. Cincinnati was going no huddle, but took a while for them to get set. Belichick didn't like what he saw either. Coming out of a New England timeout. Palmer and the Bengals moving the chains once on this series. Fakes left, goes screen right. It's Benson. And he's got another first down out at the 41. Gain of 11.
Yeah, nice play call. Anytime your offense is struggling, can't get it going, I always think it's up to the coach. Give us something that'll catch the defense by surprise to get us going. A lot of times that's a screen. Yeah, good check out by Carson Palmer. It looked like a blitz, either that or the Patriots. They're great actors.
Quickly tosses it to Owens. Out of bounds near midfield. Now, 2 years ago was an elbow injury that restricted Carson to only 5 games played. He went through the whole season last year, though, with torn ligaments in his left wrist that was operated on right at the end of last year after they were eliminated by the Jets in the postseason. He had all that fancy ball work, the way he had the snap, handoff, and everything with that cast on his left hand, harnessing his season last year. Now playing with freedom.
Yeah, I think you said it right. Now he can carry out fakes and be more deceptive with the football.
Second down and 3. And that's back to T.O. for a first. Well, he said the trickiest part of it was, in fact, trying to really pull off the play action. He was surprised as the season marched on that people didn't feel or detect how vulnerable he was at the ball being stripped out of his hands when he was dropping back.
Yeah, it's usually NFL guys are great at that, but they never realized that he didn't have such a very good grip on it. And if he'd have been stripped, he just figured it would have been a huge problem for him, but got away with it.
This is the first time, Phil, they've been across midfield. Picked off. They did not have an interception last year by a linebacker. They've got Guyton now running down the sidelines, and he's taken in for a touchdown. Not a single pick by the linebacking core all of last year, and they get one in game 1, and it's a pick 6.
Gary Guyton, not even starting, spikes, but he reads the tight end coming across and plays it perfectly. He's on the inside hip, he's underneath, so there's no way Carson Palmer is going to get the throw in there. And how about that speed from Guyton? Didn't know he could run that fast. Just an excellent job of catching it and just going all out and getting the touchdown.
Guyton, who, as it turns out, did not start the game. Brandon Spikes was in there at the beginning, but Guyton, who was a starter most of last year, takes it 59 yards. They were throwing it to Gresham, and he jumped right in front and took off.
It's just perfect coverage. You like to be, as a receiver, stay in front of the defender. And they're coming across. Oh, a little pull, gets right underneath. That is really well done. And Jermaine Gresham, he's going to find out, or he's finding out, just a lot of ways you got to try to get it done, because NFL linebackers, defensive backs, they've seen every route, and they have a technique they like to play against everything, and that time the technique was absolutely perfect by Guyton. Boy, everybody's involved in this party, Jim. They are spreading around, so many guys making plays.
It is a party right now here.
It is. You know, I noticed during preseason, I went, wow, the Patriots, the front. I remember thinking they were really being active. I thought that's not like them to show a lot of stuff in the preseason. And that activity is, to me, seems like it's feeding the energy, plus being physical. It's borderline greatness for them here in the first half.
It comes on the very first snap of the game for Cincinnati in the opponent's territory. The first time they cross midfield, it goes the other way on the very first snap. A run back for the touchdown. Cosby to the 28. Coming up this Wednesday on CBS is the premiere of Survivor. And former NFL coach Jimmy Johnson will try to lead his team to victory. He knows how to do that. Don't miss Survivor. New night, It premieres this Wednesday on America's Most Watched Network.
Jimmy Johnson, now do as I say, because see, if you don't do as I say, I'll cut you. I'll have to send you home to your mama.
You know, Jimmy was trying for a couple of years to get on Survivor, and he didn't pass the physical, and he worked out.
High blood pressure working with Terry Bradshaw.
Orange 10!
His first down.
What'd you think?
For Cincinnati.
Okay.
You're not gonna comment.
I can't take Terry down like that.
Yeah.
Too good a friend. And a fumble on the snap. That was the exchange from Kyle Cook to Carson.
Whatever rhythm this Bengals offense got in that last drive, which it did get a little rhythm. Couple first downs, the interception. What's it do to your confidence? What's it do to the offensive coordinator, Bob Burkowski, trying to call plays? Look at this, another look. All the people up front moving by the Patriots.
Second at 12, and it's Benson dragging some bodies with him out to the 33, gain of 6. And this is an ugly right column. Punt, fumble, punt, interception.
Jim, this is really the defense of the Patriots. It's the looks. That time they had 4 blitzers coming from the top. It's a good thing it was a run by the Bengals. One guy with his hand on the ground, everybody else standing up.
Flags down on 3rd down. And almost, was it? Yes, it was picked off. Oh, the ball actually squirts out, called incomplete. Check the flag. That was Butler who bobbled it.
Was it offsides?
The ruling on the field is that the pass is incomplete. Offside, number 59 defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So it's going to be 3rd and 1 with the 5-yard mark off. It was intended for Ocho Cinco.
Well, and you know, again,
I think that, you know, Ocho Cinco landed on him, and that may have been, had the Patriots not been penalized, they might have wanted to challenge that. He might have been down with the catch.
No.
Got to take it all the way to the ground.
There you go. Going down to the ground, catching the football, no matter what. You have to remain or contain, control that football through the whole process.
3rd and 1. And that's good for a first. Owens. Another catch of the short variety. He may have gotten poked in the eye right there. Got 5 catches in this one for 30 yards. He had 2 catches in each of the 2 appearances last year when he was in the Patriots division playing for the Bills. 2 and 2. Opening here at Foxborough as the opponent for the 2nd straight year as Benson is off and running. He's got the 10-yard gain wrapped up by Patrick Chung. It was Whitworth who cleared the left side.
Yeah, nice play call, and that's all it is. You got, look at the defenders. Tully Banta-King going to the outside. The defensive lineman trying to get up the field to get to the quarterback. You still have to honor the run a little bit if you're a defender up front for the New England Patriots.
It was the Bengals' longest run. Before that one, Benson had only 7 carries for 6 yards, including a fumble as Palmer's pass deflected and incomplete. Mayo made an attempt to catch it, and Mike Wright was the one who caused all the pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, this time he's going to throw the same route to Gresham again, and look at, oh my gosh, it's a good thing he didn't, because that football was going to be intercepted. James Sanders was going right underneath, just like Guyton for the interception.
And Benson's got another big run, rips off another 10.
Good job by Cedric Benson. Say he's a downhill runner is an understatement. It is full goal forward all the time for him.
3rd and 1.
It's close.
I'm not sure.
Well, what happened is he got his feet tangled up with the offensive lineman. Right, Jim?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Step back, give him a little heartbeat.
That's what you would do.
But I was such an adept runner in my career, so.
You're a good sneaker, though.
Yeah.
You're still a good sneaker
I'm
guy.
sneaky, yes. But look, he just falls right in there, and look at his feet are all over theirs. If he'd have stepped back, then you can drive in there and you can find a spot. But I could notice it right away. Carson Palmer was kind of falling all over the feet of the offensive lineman. No matter what, they're going to go for this if they're short.
Short by a chain link. Can't tell you how many times through the years we've seen that sneak like that, and you have immediately recognized the same thing. Give it a beat, step back, and then go.
Of course, I'm just reciting what Dan Reeves taught me one year.
Okay.
I'd get the game plan each week, and I'm not exaggerating. There would be 4 different ways on the game plan how to run a sneak. Out of formations, what you got to do, read this defense, and I never knew it was so complicated, but it made me appreciate it, and it's such a vital part so many times in football games.
We might see it again. Timeout New England first. The 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first half. And at halftime, the Spread Halftime Report will be coming your way with JB, Dan, Shannon, and Boomer, and Coach Cower. All the latest scores and highlights and a preview of the U.S. Open men's final. Nadal and Djokovic. All that coming up on the Spread Halftime Report.
But you know, Jim, I think I said it to you earlier. The score 24-0. You're basically on the 39-yard line going in. There's no question. Yeah, you go for it. You're past the point at 24-0. Some of these decisions are going to be easy for the Bengals. The big question is, do you quarterback sneak it, or do you hand it off to Cedric Benson, who's very deep?
That time he stepped back a little bit and he drives for the first down.
I like the two. What they did, they shifted the tight end back. And if you're a defender, when you see the wide receiver shift up there, you're waiting for the receiver to come across the formation. Catches them off guard just enough.
Got the 2-minute warning and a first down for Cincy. And we're back here at Gillette Stadium, where the Patriots never lost last year during the regular season. But saw their season in the playoff loss to Baltimore.
Well, the Bengals, they've had the football for about the last 7 minutes. If nothing else, maybe you can tire this team out, this defense out, before you get to halftime.
They need something. They need to produce something here before halftime. The Bengals shellacked so far. As Palmer's pass right through the hands of Benson, and Mayo for the second time on this drive almost came away with a pick.
It's always a nervous moment for a quarterback. It's about the 3rd or 4th time the football has gone up, and it's a little behind Cedric Benson. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to be spot on.
It's Benson. I tell you, they keep mentioning Patrick Chung, second-year safety out of Oregon, who was a second-round pick a year ago. He has been on so many tackles.
Yep, this is. I think I heard his name a lot when I was just watching preseason football, and this could turn out to be something really good for the Patriots. Merriweather, such a good safety. You put somebody back there like him. It's awesome.
Palmer looking for Owens. And boy, was he covered up by McCourty. You talk to these players around New England, they'll tell you that McCourty might already be the best defensive back they've got.
Well, he's showing pretty well here early in the year, that's for sure. Oh, nice job. Gets in position, then turns for the football, and actually gives a little jump there because he goes, wow, I had a chance to intercept it.
They're going to bring out Mike Nugent, the former Jet, who's a Cincinnati area kid, going to try a 53-yarder. He made 2 from 50-plus in the preseason to beat out Dave Rayner for the job. Grew up as a Bengals fan from 53 yards. Nugent gets it across. His first kick as a Bengals, a beauty. Points on the board at last for Cincinnati. Nugent from Centerville, Ohio. Huber on the hold. Actually, now they're telling us they're going to stretch it out and call it officially 54 yards. So he ties his career long.
Well, he got it all. He flushed it. You said had a good preseason, and he just down the middle.
Man, he cleared it by plenty. He was injured 2 years ago, was Nugent, on opening day down at Miami. We were at that game. Quad injury, and he couldn't finish the game. Coming up again, the Sprint halftime report. JB, Dan, Shannon, and Boomer, Coach Cowher. All the latest scores and highlights, and that preview of Rafa Nadal, Novak Djokovic. Coming up on the Sprint halftime report. 12 plays, but when you add the number of plays they had on their previous possession, which was the pick run back, that unit was on the field for close to 20 plays.
And, you know, that's going to be a good thing, Jim, because it just gives you experience. In other words, you get a feel for who you're going up against. It gets you in rhythm. It helps everybody. Helps the play caller.
You know, you look at it one way. They had it for 7 minutes and 44 seconds. They had it for some 20 plays. They still got outscored 7-3. Going to be run back by Tate from deep in the end zone, and he's got a little seam. And that's Nugent that comes up at the end for the last hit. 39-yard run back. Been a long time since we've seen Brady.
Well, Tom Brady looking down the field, looking left, looking right. Finally, oh, there's somebody that's wide open. Pass protection has been very good by the Patriots offensive line so far. How about that? Not sacked, knocked down one time.
It's Falk on the screen. Nice hit by Rivers out at the 39-yard line. Picks up 6.
Yeah, the fact that they got a decent return, the Patriots, and they have one timeout, it's going to allow them just to test the water here a little bit. See if they can make a play here to get in field goal range.
It was Dhani Jones actually came up with the last hit. Underneath again and shaking off 2 tackles. Ball spinning to the 50. Somehow escaped Adam Jones, and Brandon Johnson picks up 11.
You said it last year. When's he going to slow down? When's Kevin Falk going to show some wear and tear for all the years he's blocked, run the football, and all the catches he's had up here?
Patriots call a timeout at 34 seconds. That's their last timeout. Later today, Nadal goes for the career Grand Slam. He'll take on Novak Djokovic, who defeated Roger Federer yesterday in 5. What a exciting match that was.
Yep, Nadal's fun to watch. You got to admit, it's like going to the golf course and watching somebody just hits every shot as hard as he can. It's kind of fun.
Nadal Djokovic coming up after football here on CBS. From the 50, first down. Falk picks up the blitzer. Digits quarterback time. No, it's not complete. Ruled out. Moss was bobbling it as he was taking it to the sideline.
Inside of 2 minutes, if it's going to be challenged, it will be upstairs. Little sprint action, 2:58. Z comeback. Oh, that's a good call. The ball did come out. He re-gripped it, and one of his feet, one foot was off the ground.
Having to work those sidelines without any timeouts. Now 28 seconds.
Okay, booth replay.
Inside of 2 minutes, they're going to review it up top.
They didn't believe you when they heard you say that he was bobbling. You're just not convinced.
Yeah, how about your explanation over the replay? I didn't sell him either, huh?
Well, let's see right here. Here we go. Oh, there you go. As you can see, the ball pops out. He regrips it, and I think it's going to be clear that one foot was off the ground.
Yep.
The bobble. Okay, it's not as clear as I thought. That's the one good thing about these field turf fields. It's the right foot is the one that's in question. Now he's got it, and the right foot goes out. Here comes the bobble, regrips. I think it's pretty clear, right, Jim?
I agree.
The right foot is out.
I think it's got to stand as an incompletion.
Unless that right foot is touching the ground where we can't see it, but
Ocho Cinco's heading in.
let's look at it one more time. Now he has it.
Yeah, I think the right foot was off the ground when he finally secured it, and of course it landed out.
Well, I say the longer Carl Cheffer stays underneath there is better for the Patriots, because when they take too long sometimes they're trying to decide, okay, time and where did he go out of bounds?
Yeah, ball spot.
And this is taking a long time.
Yeah, this is going long enough now where you got to believe it's going to be ruled a catch. Carl Cheffers and this crew worked last year's Cincinnati game at San Diego late in the season, the first game after the Chris Henry tragedy.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver bobbled the ball. His second foot came down out of bounds after he gained control. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Why'd it take so long? Oh, well, it'll be back at the 50. It'll be a 2nd down with 28 seconds to go.
One more time, that's just a little bit of a bobble.
Bump. Looked like Jones may have pushed Tate, but the pass probably not a catchable ball. Geno Atkins had a little pressure on Brady.
Geno Atkins, rookie, had an excellent preseason for the Bengals, and they're excited about him. Very active, does a good job of fighting whoever's in front of him, gets pressure on the quarterback from the inside.
3rd down, they run it. And Falk takes off for a first down. Again, they can't stop the clock. Down to 39.
No, but they're getting where they're almost in position to try a long field goal.
They don't spike it. They go sideline, get a little closer, and stepping out. Only picked up about a yard or two. That's Tate with 6 seconds. This would be about 55 yards if he brought out Gostowski right now, maybe 56.
Yeah, that's makeable.
His career long is 53.
You know, Jim, that was interesting. Instead of spiking it, most teams would come up and spike it, then try to throw the quick out cut. Well, Tom Brady did it so fast, the throw wasn't quite on target. They did the quick out cut beforehand. Very, very clever.
And that extra yard or two he just gained, who knows? Could be the difference right here for Gostowski. It's going to be 56. Mesko on the hold. Jake Ingram to snap it. Gostowski's made one, missed one from 47. This one's got a hook. Looked like it had enough leg.
Plenty of leg, no question.
Wide right this time. Hold on, everybody. They're blowing the whistle. We still got a second on the clock.
1 second, but he gets it all. This time it fades as he kicks it.
Now here's something
An
interesting.
additional play will need to be run.
T.O. is running up the ramp, and he's already gone on to the locker room. We saw Ocho Cinco go in. And now you have a chance for a Hail Mary from the 46-yard line, and it's downwind.
Great point, and you are exactly right.
Your two best receivers are in the locker room.
Because when you're here, you have to take this shot. You throw it into the end zone.
Yeah, you're down 24-3. Randy Moss, by the way, has come in, and he's dropping back deep. They've got Jerome Simpson in, Jordan Shipley, Quan Cosby, but no Ocho Cinco or T.O.
Carson Palmer needs to buy time.
Moss, one of the defenders, back at the goal line. Here's the heave to the goal line, and the ball was caught. Shipley has the catch, and they're out of time.
How about that?
How about Owens and Ocho Cinco being in the locker room? What's up with that?
Hey, listen, we'll find out maybe why they went in. Ocho Cinco went in earlier, but Terrell Owens had a chance to come back and get into that last play.
I don't understand what the big hurry is. You're down 24-3. You never know. That was a 52-yard completion. New England leads it at halftime, 24-3.